Atari opened a portal into our living rooms with the Atari 2600. Now, we're ready to reopen that portal and introduce a brand new Atari product, inspired by the past, but created, designed, and engineered for today. Introducing the Atari VCS.
The 2600 was just this meteor from another planet. It crashed here and kicked off the evolution of all gaming life as we know it.
Not only was this sort of a video game console, but it was turning television into a more social activity.
It was like we were transported into the future.
Something magical happening on the TV for the first time.
It is pretty exciting to see Atari kind of come back and take what they did well and reimagine that for this new generation that are playing games differently, consuming media differently, having different social experiences around this type of media.
It's taking everything we loved about that first sort of simple retro Atari experience, the first time we used it, and bringing it into a modern context, which is a bit more complex.
One of the unique things about the Atari VCS is its PC architecture and Linux operating system. You can play hundreds of classic Atari games on it, but there's more to it than that. Modern games will be there too, along with social media, streaming video, music, and so much more.
Hey Atari, let's play Tempest 4000.
Our mission was to create an iconic and authentic Atari product, one that's beautiful and evokes emotion, not just another box to shove under your TV.
The 2600 offers this amazing palette of iconic details. You got toggle switches and wood grain and fins and angles. We looked at taking each of those core components and evolving it for a next generation. It was something that feels like it felt and not trying to look how it looked then. So with the 2600, it was a box with ribbing on a surface, and we were looking at that detail and started talking about, well, what if the box was entirely ribs? It's not a box with applied ribs, it's actually constructed from individual fins and layers. We found a way to inlay a real natural wood product, and it's a beautiful finish, but it also becomes a really interactive part of the product. The interface shines through that material.
We feel strongly that a product like this deserves a little more thought, a little more effort, and a little more heart by solving for design intent, manufacturability, thermals, design for assembly, all at the same time.
One of the things that was exciting me the most about it was the controller, and to see sort of a reimagined yet more versatile version of the same thing that I grew up with in my hand was instantly the one thing that I was super happy with.
We wanted to do something really special for our biggest Atari fans. We've created a special launch edition of the VCS, only available on Indiegogo.
Atari has kind of transcended beyond even those who had a chance to play it. Everything that I've personally done in gaming past that point all trails back to those original roots. It's a refreshing breath of air to have the Atari brand come back to gaming.
Like a blackout that interrupts your progress, or a surge that threatens your gear. Introducing APC Backups Pro Gaming. The battery backup that's made for gamers. Designed to fit in seamlessly with your setup. And show everything you need to know about your power protection at a glance. It's reliable power that's as relentless as your performance. The new Backups Pro Gaming from APC. Power protection that keeps you protected, connected, and in the game.
During this emergency, Razer quickly responded by manufacturing high-quality, certified medical-grade masks for the frontline workers. To date, we have donated more than 1 million masks globally. But now that we're well and truly settled into this new normal, we see the need for a face mask that is safe, social, and sustainable. Introducing Project Hazel, the world's smartest mask. For safety, the mask is classified as surgical N95 respirator, which provides a high fluid resistance that protects against droplets and splashes. Its active ventilation brings in cool air and releases heat produced from exhaling, which also prevents a build-up of CO2 in the mask. Aside from safety, we also looked how we could improve social interaction with the mask, as most designs cover the face and muffle your speech. Our smart mask has a clear, transparent design, which makes communicating easier, as others can now see you speak and pick up your facial cues. Thanks to a built-in mic and amplifier combo, our patent-pending voice amp technology ensures your speech isn't muffled even when you're masked up. The mask is waterproof and scratch resistant, making it ideal for frequent use. And because it's made of recyclable plastic, this sustainable design greatly minimises wastage as compared to disposable masks. A smart mask should also be super comfortable to wear. The silicone guard sits snugly around your face to prevent air leaking in and keeps the mask itself from touching or resting on your mouth so you can talk naturally. By designing this mask to be safe, social, sustainable, comfortable and personalised, Project Hazel is our answer to what the world's smartest mask can be.
Mini projector. It's a Switch dock that essentially transforms your gaming setup into a mobile movie theater, allowing you to now play your Switch games on the big screen anywhere you go. It has a maximum resolution of 1080p and a battery life that'll last you around 3 hours, which is perfect because that's approximately the same amount of time that you'd get while playing games like Super Smash Bros. And Mario Kart in handheld mode. And as far as form factor goes, this thing is super light. It weighs in at just less than 1.5 pounds, and it's small enough to fit in your backpack. Now, I know there have been a lot of issues with third-party docks damaging Switches, but AAXA claims that the S1 is safe because it uses a dedicated USB-C video processor. I personally haven't experienced any issues with mine yet, but I still highly recommend that you make sure your warranty is still active before picking one of these up, just in case. When it comes to image quality, I'm actually really impressed with what this thing can do. The S1 has a maximum brightness level of 400 lumens, and you can project a screen as big as 100 inches in diameter. So you should be able to use it on anything flat and solid colored as long as you're not sitting out in broad daylight. The colors are nice and vibrant, and there are multiple picture settings that let you fine-tune everything. It's not nearly as nice as playing on something like an LCD or an OLED TV, but for an all-in-one portable mini projector with a 3-hour battery life, it's still pretty impressive. Now, while the S1 is a fully fledged video projector, I definitely wouldn't recommend buying it to replace your current TV. Its primary function is to enable TV mode while on the go, but with that portability does come some sacrifices. For instance, the built-in speakers really aren't the greatest. They sound pretty loud, but the sound quality starts to go downhill once you turn the volume up to a moderately high level. And unfortunately, the cooling fans are also pretty loud, so sometimes it sounds like you're playing on an overclocked PC. Ultimately, the S1 Nintendo Switch mini projector works really well for what it is. A Switch dock that turns your gaming setup into a mobile movie theater. It provides an enjoyable way to play your Switch in TV mode, and the 3-hour battery life should last long enough for most play sessions. Now, I was lucky enough to get my hands on 2 S1 mini projectors, so I'm actually going to be giving one away. If you're interested in entering the giveaway, click the giveaway link in the video description to enter. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like it and subscribe for more Switch videos just like this one. Thanks, and have a great day.
What you see on your screens here are the Nintendo Switch Joy Glasses, and hopefully this is the future for Nintendo. These Nintendo Switch Joy Glasses are an augmented reality / virtual reality concept for the Nintendo Switch created by industry and CMF designer James Tsai. According to James Tsai, these Nintendo Switch Joy Glasses would pair with your Nintendo Switch because of the Switch's hybrid ability. This in turn will allow Switch players to experience AR/VR gameplay. On James Tsai's official website, he gives us this breakdown of the Joy Glasses. At the top right hand corner you see this. What if Nintendo designed an AR/VR goggle? This conceptual project focused on mixed reality and bringing design suggestions for the brand. And at the bottom left it reads, as seen in Yonko design. The 90s, Nintendo's Virtual Boy gets revamped into interactive gaming headsets for the ultimate AR gaming experience. This was a 6-week project including ideation and research, 3D modeling and rendering, and final refinements. We also have a look at the full features that these Joy glasses would offer. As you can see there, the left hand side is a little cut off, but that is the battery indication lighting. We also have a built-in speaker, LED lighting, an IR camera, a pairing button, a micro LED display, as well as transition lenses which automatically adapt to the changing light. Now, just to give us an idea of how these Joy glasses would work during gameplay, as you can see here with Pokemon Let's Go, Eevee's ears are popping out of the screen, and this looks really awesome. I hope that Nintendo takes up this type of concept if they're not already working on something like this for the Nintendo Switch, and please hire James Tsai, because I know that it took a lot of work and brainstorming to come up with this whole concept. You know, I know that Nintendo already has the Labo for the Nintendo Switch, but that's nothing in comparison to the concept of these Joy glasses. If Nintendo can find a way to have a comfortable way to play in an AR/VR form for the Nintendo Switch, I think that will take Nintendo into a different realm compared to the other consoles, especially with this whole minimalistic design of these Joy glasses. I mean, they're just literally glasses. You don't have your Joy-Cons connected to it. You don't have to have your Nintendo Switch screen right in front of it like the Labo design. No. According to James Tsai's concept, you just hook up these Nintendo Switch Joy glasses to your Nintendo Switch and proceed with gameplay. So, like I said before, hopefully Nintendo is working on something like this for the Nintendo Switch, and you never know. They could be already working on something like this for the Switch behind closed doors and we know nothing about this whatsoever, and they announced this AR/VR technology for the Switch sometime in the near future, but only time will tell. Alright everyone, that's going to do it for this video. What are your thoughts on the concept of these Nintendo Switch Joy glasses? Please let me know down in the comment section below, and don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Plus, if you're interested in supporting this channel financially, become a member of the channel by hitting that join button right below this video, and with this, it's only 99 cents per month and perks are included. As always, remember to keep it locked here to Around the Clock, where here, we focus on Nintendo gaming news around the clock. I'll catch you guys in the next one.